Is Moses Mushemi. I work as a software engineer with a US company. Njoki Mushemi was my elder sister. She was a nurse there, and she was also a dual citizen, dual American and Kenyan citizen. What I can say about my sister is that she and her husband were quite conservative, and they lived in a nice neighborhood. In fact, the neighborhood was about like 10% blacks. They were well off, that's what I can say. And in fact, they were in the process of starting their own healthcare company, her and some friends. I saw her like 3 weeks ago. She and her husband, they came, and nothing seemed off, as in the husband greeted us well. He liked children a lot, so he would even take my kids out, as he's taking everyone else's, including my brother's kids. That's who he was. They used to visit the country like every yearly. So they were like the model family. Everybody was saying, wow, I wish my husband was like that. I mean, this is a person who used to share even his password and account details with my sister. So they used to operate together. Everything was open about their relationship. By open, I mean honesty, in terms of honesty. You don't see that every day in these modern times. And yeah, so it came as a shock hearing that he did this. And before, now, he left before. And my sister stayed a bit because we were still continuing with the succession issues about my father, getting the letters from the chief so that we can transfer property and so on. So my sister stayed for 1 week longer. And he'd call daily. He used to call via WhatsApp, so if he doesn't reach my sister, he would call me, ask me if she's okay and so on. So for us, it looked like he was a caring man, and this was the last thing we expected, as in, so it's still shocking. And we want to wait for the investigations from the local police there at the States, so that they tell us what really happened. As in, even up to now, I can't believe we could do that. I was even thinking perhaps maybe it's the perfect homicide. Maybe somebody, did that and planted, That's how shocked I am. As in, I can't believe that Gary could do such a thing. He was the last guy anyone would suspect of doing anything like that. If anything, my sister was a very straightforward person. Ukimkosea, she'll come straight and tell you. Hakuwa mtu wa kuficha maneno. She was very straight, and everybody knows how straight she was. As in, she could speak her mind, as in, yeye ule mtu alikuwa anaongea roho yake. If there was anything we could have known, by now we could have known that something is going on. In fact, even by the day she was leaving for the States, they spoke for quite a while, and she was even to buy some presents for the kids, Christmas presents. I don't know, some Mac laptop or something. Yeah, and they spoke well, and so we had no idea that this was coming. No idea at all.
And how often
we had a group, a family group, and we would chat like every day, virtually every day. Any updates, how she's doing, when they are going out with the kids, the family. And we also used to chat with the husband. He was a very good friend of mine, and we used to inbox each other like on a daily basis regarding American politics. And he would ask me for my opinion. What do you think about this politician? Who do you think will win? And so on. We used to chat daily. That's what I can say. I was staying in the US, my dad and my mom. My dad is retired, and my sister was my big sister now, the elder. She's called Jerry. She's the one who had hosted my dad and my mom. So my dad passed away. It was October 17, and it was a lot of paperwork processing. And actually, Gary was involved, and he contributed a lot actually for that process. It was costly, and I can say he contributed quite a lot. Even the burial arrangements and everything, he was involved. He was treating it like his own dad. So I still quite can't understand they were even here for that burial. They came, but Gary left before because the kids were going to school. So he went with the kids, and my sister stayed around, and my mom. They stayed around to help with the proceedings. You understand? My dad did not leave a will, so you have to get like letters from the chief and so on. You take to court, some you take to the banks for transfer of property and everything. Yeah, so she stayed for 1 week. Then they left with my mom, my sister. They were 2 sisters, and my mom. So they left together. And now that's what we are hearing. Now my mom went to Njeri's place. We did not hear anything, and we were chatting even politics and so on. Everything, nothing seemed off at all. She never even mentioned anything. She was participating in the family group as usual. Nothing was off at all. Yeah.
And maybe, you mentioned...
They were jovial, they loved Kenyan food. The husband was one who never liked Kenyan food. He was a Kentucky fries person. Yeye alikuwa mtu wa hizi metura and all that. He couldn't understand. But the daughters loved mutura especially. This local food, hizi mamishikaki and all that. They used to like that food. But the hubby was like, if it's not Kentucky fried chicken, he's not having that food. And even when they were here, he could order it from Nairobi. She's the one who paid for my campus, my degree, and I can say I was like kichwa ngumu kidogo in my family. So ni wale wase, people gave up on me. But she never gave up on me. She asked me what I want. In fact, she was willing to give me money to start a business. So I told her, I'll go back to school. And I went and did an IT degree. That's her. And when it came to getting a job, these programming jobs, they need like some high-end machines. She bought for me a machine for my first job. And yeah, so I can't forget about her. And she was like a second mom to me. Hata kunisomea, kama kuna mtu angeza kunisomea na nimsikie, it was my sister. Mtu mwingine angenisomea, not even my parents. Because she was the one who was like funding me, and yeah, so akiniambia acha hii ninaacha. Yes, that wasn't okay. I have 2 sisters, 3 brothers. Yeah, in fact, even my younger brother, she's the one who was still funding his education. No, she's second born. She was very particular with education. Even like funding for private schools for the children. She was very particular with education, as in she wanted the best for everybody. Yeah, that was her. I wish Gary could have talked to me. If there was any issue, I just wish he could have reached out to any one of us, even to me personally. I thought we were close, but now I realize we were not so close. He could have just reached out to me the way he reached out to me when he tried reaching out to her when she was here. But because her WhatsApp line was not on, mine is always on. So he reached out to me and I gave her the local number she was using. And there was not a clue at all, as in something, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. There was nothing at all about this. Never indicated anything. Even those red flags I hear being reported in the media, there was nothing like that. There are no red flags, as in it was a perfect relationship. That's what I can say. As in wala watu wenye everything is open. I don't know if any one of you can, naweza pea bibi yako simu, password zako na kila kitu. I don't know how many Kenyan men or how many men for that matter can do that. That was him. Out her career here in Kenya, she was employed as a manager at KMC. So is it CMC? CMC. Iko ni industrial area huko. She started as a manager, resigned her work, joined politics a bit, October, that Kibaki time, time year 2007, akaingia Kibaki campaign. Then after that, that's when she went to the States. An opportunity came up and she went. Yeah.
What about Gary? Which profession was he?
Gary was like a mechanic. Yeah, he was a mechanic. But an all-rounder ni mtu, kifika kazi ya plumbing, even when we were building our house in Nairobi, alikuwa anakama anaingilia kazi, anasema wewe ufanye plumbing vizuri, anakuja anafanya yeye mwenyewe vitu. So he was that guy, you know, the normal dad, ule mwenye yeye ndo repair vitu zake, hataki kupelekea fundi. He knows like everything. Yeah. I'm still, you know, digesting this, and yeah, we'll wait for the investigations. They investigate and find out. Maybe they'll go through their phones if there was any issue, so that we can bring closure to that issue. Because he never left a note, as in saying why I'm doing this, the way normal people like write notes. So far, we haven't heard of any note or saying the motive. So that is what is hurting us, and we really don't know why he did it. We don't know. We just want that closure. If they can maybe go through their phones, and if there was any issue that we were not aware of, they can let us know. Then we'll have some closure to this. All we are looking for is closure.